thank. Alright guys, and welcome back to a new stream here on Tuesday as promised with Crusader Kings. I hope you guys are up for it as well. Sorry for the delay, it took a bit longer due to several reasons. But I'm now here, and first I want to shortly thank you guys not only for watching the streams in general, but also for, the streaming, the VODs. And I saw that the resonance for Crusader Kings on the last stream was super high. I had a record high on views. It was around close to 100 views, and which I usually do not have. But it looks like, this project, sorry guys, my eyes are certainly a bit fucked due to I used eye drops though, and side fact, I'm using eye drops so my eyes do not get dry, especially when I'm longer on the PC. But yeah, like I said, we had close to 100 views. I can shortly check how many we have. Can I see? Wait a second. We have 93 views. 93 guys. Goddamn 93. This is absolutely crazy, and I want to thank you guys, because usually we have around 30, which is already quite a lot compared to the followers we have, right, in the community, or like people who actually follow the stream or the channel. And I'm just want to thank you for everyone who's watching the streams live, but also afterwards or on YouTube as well. This means a lot, man. I'm super grateful that you guys, or that especially this project is so, it is being watched so actively, and I'm super happy for that. And I do not see a reason, why we should stop here, obviously. I'm definitely stoked to learn more about our empire here, and what we will do. And last time we had several more wars to fight, right? Especially around here, we kind of made sure that the Vikings are not that close here anymore. We have obviously the Danelaw, and as you guys know, the dynasty of MacAlpine is quite hostile towards Vikings, as we know that in the earlier, or like in the historical early Middle Ages, today Scotland was ground for several raids from Vikings and villages and whatsoever. And we kind of took this as a point of view that we as a dynasty and also as a player have a lot of time hostilities towards Vikings. And this also still accompanies our current leader, King Regal of Alba, which is unfortunately not a historical person anymore, or like he was not real. This is now completely, completely. How do I say this? Completely from fantasy. It's no historical background for the figure. But that doesn't stop us from trying to act in the roleplay manner, but also try to act in the historical context. And as you guys know, we are still not before the High Middle Ages, and for that reason, we are still in the time here where it is it's getting into the late Viking Age. But we still are being raided, and we still have Vikings towards us. For example, this guy, where we had war earlier. You have a truce. What is a truce? And we have down here the Danelaw, which was established a few streams earlier. And unfortunately, I cannot see like the story behind this title here. But yeah, the Danelaw was during the Viking Age or like early Medieval Ages. Early Middle Ages, yeah, it's not a state, but like an empire, maybe, I don't know. At least a region where Viking, or especially the Danelaw, was established, and this was under the Viking rule. And as you guys can see, these guys are Ethertrue, as well as these are, and we have a few. Yeah, here we have someone as well, and here, oh, this is the same, and this guy as well. Obviously, England is not. Oh, this is gonna be censored, but yeah, obviously, England is also Christian, so there aren't a lot of. There are not, that many Vikings anymore. Obviously, we drove them off, but yeah. It seems like, as you guys can see the stream title, my current goal here for today's stream, we also mentioned this, or we also watched out for this last time. Our player is not only like an emperor, not really an emperor, but like an invader of, not an invader, but like a taking, it's, it's a bit different, but like, you know what I mean. He's like someone who wants to drive off Vikings, and that's what we did. And I also said that he would be someone who tries to establish order in the whole empire. For that reason, we chose the overseer trait, and we did this because he is the first of the Alpines which was educated under the reign of his father, King Calman of Bohemia, which was, which we still have somehow a claim, and we will get it obviously when he will die. This will maybe come today, we'll see. But more importantly, he grew up in the Franconian culture, or under the Franconian culture, and there he learned the strategies and the pros and cons from the feudal empire, we can say, like a feudal society. And this is the last thing we did last time, because like I said, we want to consolidate, or we already consolidated the power. We organized, we made sure we have a better administration, or we are going to establish the order by building out administration, building up a better, functioning economy, and obviously also with that getting away from the tribal or the tribal organizations, or tribal or the model of tribes, into the feudal art, or into the feudal society, where we have, obviously, as you guys know, feudalism is not like, it's obviously a super, well-known word, probably the most well-known word if you, combine it to, or if you think about Middle Ages, then there you have maybe church, kings, feudalism, agriculture, whatever. And feudalism, obviously, is called from, I think it's called from the Latin word feud, feudum or something like that, and not feud, obviously, but like feudum, where you gave title or land to people, and people had, especially peasants afterwards, mostly had to, they were able to use the land, produce everything, but they always had to give back most of their harvest and everything else. This is like the most common picture we have about Middle Ages, or especially in the popular culture. But there's always something which is quite, which gets quite forgotten, because our one of our professors at university, professor of Middle Ages, talked us about the feud, or like these relations were not only between like peasants and kings, or church and peasants. It was also between lower nobility, higher nobility, kings and nobility, whatsoever. So we had a lot of relations, and obviously, as you guys could imagine, this word is being a lot, has been overused, and yeah, you have to be critical about the word. So, but yeah, this is like a broader, in the broader context. But anyway, we are now here. We established that, and yeah, today obviously we don't know if we will die today. We'll see. We will obviously also establish more order, getting more. Yeah, we already have good relations to the vassals, but yeah, this will be like a goal which we also will, like again follow up, and also with that, like I said, the consolidation of power, and probably the first thing, which we should pass, is the limited crown authority. We did this obviously from tribes to feudal order, but with this we can also make sure that clan government vassals will provide at least 5 of levies and 2% of income. So we are now consolidating the power. This will, the vassal opinion will drop a bit, but in the long term, I think that's the right decision for the empire. And if we talk about, we are currently, as you guys see, we have the election, and to be honest, I am a bit concerned about election here, especially as we grew up under a Bohemian, under Bohemian law or Bohemian rights, which was obviously influenced by Franconian culture. You do not have, or in there you do not have the election. Maybe you have it in the Holy Roman Empire, but this is a completely different story. So we might destroy this law. We will see how, if we do this today or at some point else. But this probably is like in his eyes, doesn't really make sense now anymore. Cheers, guys. Even though obviously he's well aware of his Jesus rocket. He is well aware of his roots. And yeah, as you guys can see, we're currently swinging this guy because, like I said, we wanted to get better relations towards our vassals. It has come to my attention that some local commoners are moving to Elgin, the capital of my cousin Duke Thine, and he's also our cousin. Locals, newly settled or not, praising me can surely do not harm to this perception of me. Where does he stay? Usually stays at? It's in Elgin. Okay. You lose. 56%, take his goal and make sure you're heard. That's it. And by the way, we have a lot of, oh my goodness, notifications here. This we can... Guardian from King Carlman. This is our firstborn son, right? Is it? No, it's not. Okay, so he's ill. It's unfortunate. We need a guardian. What? No. Guardian, my bad. Someone who is good at military. We could use ourselves, especially as we are the son. Oh, okay, good to know. Yeah, so we'll give back our trades towards him as well. That makes sense. So he needs to marry, and we'll see, right? We have. I mean, at some point, like, he could also be like our, you know, our heir, right? At some point, especially when we destroy the law, which now exists, within him, right? Because currently he cannot get the title because our brother will get it. So let me see, what kind of alliance power would make sense? We have temperate. We are a Midas touch, so we are a very good, or this, our son is a very good trader, it seems. Impatient, arbitrary, temperate. I don't know. Here we could gain some decent. Yeah, let's do it. Sounds like a deal. And then we have our next one. Oh, he already has titles, it seems. Yeah, obviously, now we will go for, yeah, marriage with the, but on the other side, this guy is already powerful. You know, we want to sort of share the power in under our sons, right? So I'm gonna, yeah, that's okay. This guy wants, yeah, we do not care about that one. This guy is super questionable, family kinslayer, murderer, and everything else. So we're definitely not gonna get him into our council. But what we have here, my son Prince Konstantin has been hovering around my council meetings lately. Knowing his interest in matters of leadership, I cannot help but feel that the man is waiting for me to impress him. I could probably engage him in conversation. On the other hand, it might be better for him to simply see me interact with my men. There's something to be said for at last pretending to know every soldier's face. Let us discuss methods of communication. I mean, yeah, let's do that. Let's talk with our son about this. Excellent. Yeah, the marriage. We'll take that. Perfect. You can usurp. Because we don't have the money yet, right? Hold up, wait a second, guys. Did this area... Wait. He's now the heir to this? She's a shield maiden. Spicy. Berserker. Spicy stats, I'm not gonna lie. But like... What happened to the son? This guy did. That was the. Died under mysterious circumstances. Well, rip. He didn't got that old. Probably killed through this woman. The current age constitution of Colomon is at an end. It's our son. For the longest time, I was hoping that good tutelage would be enough to teach Colomon to treat intricacies of diplomacy. All efforts have come to naught. However, few at any court would be overly impressed by his grasp of etiquette, but at least he does know how to hold his own in polite company. Queen Trida's contributions towards Colomon's education cannot go unmentioned. Her guidance has helped the child reach further than I could have alone, so we can also marry him. Gallic? Oh, some more Gallic. Is he part of our empire, it seems? Now, I don't know, there's not a lot of good thing. Gallo-Norse hybrid culture? What? What is that? Okay, yeah, our father died, yeah, and this was obviously, would have happened any time, and we now got the kingdom title, which is interesting. We have now the title of Oh my goodness, of Bohemia. Oh, this will be getting interesting. First of all, sway Gallic culture. The governor of Gallic heritage has been accosted in the streets of St. Johnstone over some minor offense. By making a statement in their defense, I could perhaps convince my cousin Duke Sinead, the equally Gallic of my good character, but I might risk alienating my Franconian peers. I mean, sure thing, we're gonna say that our culture and the Franconian culture is the best. Even though, right, we do know of the roots, but we grew up, and as you can never, underestimate enough how, the culture where you grow up affects the character. And obviously, we do mostly only know the Franconian. I mean, we came across the Gallic culture here as well, but obviously it was way less, influential for us, especially in the early ages, in the early years of our character. We didn't got in touch with the Gallic culture. And as we now, got older and got the titles, we looked from Gallic and see we kind of distanced ourselves from the culture, especially from this, tribal, uncivilized way of life. But on the same side, we tend to actually respect the culture because obviously it was part or is part of our dynasty and will always be, and we will always get back to this culture because it was this culture which established the empire, or was the founding or one of the founding pillars of the empire. But like I said, on the same side, we got influenced by the Franconian culture and we will currently stick to it. And as you guys can see, we now have a bigger, not problem, but a bigger thing we need to deal with. And first of all, our friend died. Ooh, that's bad. That is bad. But his stats were pretty shit, holy shit. Who got the title here, by the way? He? He now has 2 titles? How? Interesting. We could hire him, right? But we do not take any murderers into our council, and we're just gonna take Count Friedrich of Double B. He even has a title, it seems. He's in Bohemia. That's the thing. How does he have this name and would be in Scotland? Doesn't make any sense. Let's just take him. And now we have a problem, right? The good thing, we have more land. I don't know. We don't know yet if it's a good thing, but we definitely have more titles. We have more land. We have more units. Our whole empire grew. On the same side, how do we have even Reich on the throne here? What the fuck is going on, guys? We have title because he's our cousin, and we have the rights to this title. Unpressed claim, interesting. Well, that's getting interesting here, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, we have Alba here, right? And I'm not gonna give away any titles for now. But who will get? I'm actually wondering who will get this title. This is not done by election, right? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So we need to actually, as we want to get obviously the title into our family and not to our brother, we need at all costs, and this is obviously a goal of our character, destroy the law which currently selects that there will be elections for it. I mean, I still do not know why we are the heir here. Probably because he would get the title of Elba, right? And this is the most important title, I think. Could also hire oh my goodness, hire knights. We're not gonna do that. But yeah, do you guys see that? We could also, okay. So we do need to, at all cost, destroy this title here. And obviously, as our father died, and also our friend, one of our friends died. This hit us hard, and obviously, we, as a consequence, we need some distraction. Obviously, with not with a feast, that wouldn't make any sense, right? But with a hunt, I would say, and especially as we lost two very good friend and our father at the same time, it is definitely it is definitely needed. Actually, gonna invite our sister as well. I even have claim. But yeah, we will go and try to get a hunt done, but obviously we need first some more money. And we have disabled building. Why is that? Because it will take some time, right? Does it? How's the culture going on, by the way? Yeah, we have a few problems around here, it seems. And this will obviously a goal to, heighten back the control there. And we go for Gallant because we are not a fighter currently. I mean, we have the Vikings, but it's not like the goal for us, right? Our current goal, we got the X teams. Nice, we take those. This and this, and then we have Benil's Battle Axe, and we now even got what he died of pneumonia. Well, that rips. That's rip. Actual rip. We inherited even another title, it seems. That's interesting. They grow up fast. Our son is in prison. Where is he even in prison? Could pay ransom. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna pay so much for that. No, I'm not gonna do that. And by the way, guys, how did we got so much money? What the hell happened here? I mean, with this, we can definitely go on a hunt, right? Can we? Yes, we can. So this will be the first thing. Then we'll have chivalric, knight effectiveness, sure thing as well. And we got 8 titles currently, which is a bit of a problem. Where did we get that title? Is it over here? Yeah, we got this, I think, right? Or was it Roddick? I have no clue, but we're gonna give this title to, let's say, our son here, so he can already also learn how to manage, like a small. He already had so many titles. I haven't seen that. My bad. Where does he have these titles? Oh yes. Oh, we gave to him these titles. Now I know. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. I mean that makes sense. I mean on the same side, I really want to keep Prague to ourselves here. As obviously it was where we grew up, right? But I mean, we know that these titles will be held in the family. But the current thing is, we still need to address, the law here which exists that we are selecting. And how many? Okay, we don't need too much, so we can actually get that. In the meantime, let me see what kind of people want to come to the court. Murder holes and priest holes. A pallid individual who looks as if she has spent her entire life skulking underground is lurking in the corner of my throne room. I've heard tell you might want a secret passage installed. I can craft any improved corridor your twisted heart desires. I can even add an oubliette to your bedroom for your lover to throw you into the heat of passion. Do we need that? Deviant. I mean, yeah, we do not care about that, to be honest. That doesn't really matter. Yeah, like I said, we will still keep our title here, even though we are, we have too many holdings. We keep it. Poachers! Here in the Mormons Woods, they hunt together as I ride up with my guards, making a poor job of hiding the dead horde behind them. We did not do this, your mercy. Their blades and bows belly their words. They will hang and the villagers will pay. You all seem to be excellent bowmen. Let's go for that. That is alright. There are actually a few over here. Lower Crown Authority. That's not a problem. Hunt. Turning from the wild. The hunt is drawing to an end. We mount our horses to leave the hills behind as the learners prepare horde and other game for the journey back. I have my share of hunts and people around me have started to take notice. Word is spreading of my activities. Return home reinvigorated. So, we also, did we got the trade that we're a hunter now? Oh, novice hunter. That sounds good. We'll take that. Which is interesting. And obviously we are happy now that we were able to hunt. It obviously, didn't reduce all of our stress here. As you guys can see, we are still full of despair. Or, we have still, bad feelings and, we are still, we're still remembering our father and our friend, which we cannot see here anymore, unfortunately. I guess that's unfortunate, but we are still with grief and we're still sad about our loss. But at least we could get some distraction here, and that was, it was pretty fine for that. And yeah, as we now, as we as obviously times pass, we can deal with the struggle better. But it still haunts us, and we are still sad about the loss. What we have here? Do we have something new? Oh yeah, we have. Voice Stars Goblet. Cool Gunner +2 and 0.08 more prestige, and we'll take it. Let me try to see how's it going. Yeah, I mean, obviously, at some point this might affect us as well, but we are more concerned about the whole empire itself than, like, this royal court thing. There's another faction who got destroyed. He even has our brother? That is so random. He even has, like, title claims on it. Title claims, and he wants the title. This one is like press claim instead of the unpressed. What? Yeah, we're gonna make sure he will not get the title of Elba. Because you guys can see we only need 100 more and then we can get rid of this in our eyes, uncivilized thing to actually vote for titles. I mean, obviously it's not uncivilized, but during this age and time, especially in Central Europe and where we grew up, we are well now known that we that we are we have a lot of different notifications. I know, guys. Give me 1 second here. We are known now that we are giving the title away only to our family members or the sons. We could give it obviously to our brother, which is also our family, but obviously for the heir, inheritance, it has to be a child from the family and not our brother. The brother would be mainly if he, not permanent, just he would only temporarily take the throne to give it later to the sun. But yeah, obviously we'll try to evade that. And so, guys, we have a notification over here. What's happening? Okay, first of all, outliving a child. My son Emfried has died. Oh God, how could you allow Chieftain Kjartan to do this to Emfried? I pray that the soldier buffoon will know no rest, no peace, no love, payment ending the life of my son. Oh my goodness. So, he's not even a Viking, he's like Vitalism, unreformed Baltic faith. So this guy killed our son. And obviously, yeah, we are even more in grief than earlier. And let me shortly see this. Where was he? Can shortly see first. Wait a second. Why are we now always changing between the players? Now we were the son, now we are the brother again. Let me see shortly. This guy died in captivity. Can I see? I misclicked, you know. Oh, now I can see like this, and then I can see. He is against Sweden, so he has to be somewhere in here. Yeah, this guy. He is over here. Okay. Does it make sense that we are in full of grief and trying to get rid of some stress? We'll try to murder him. Does it make sense? What are our traits again? We're impatient. We're cynical. I don't think we'll we're not that full of revenge. Obviously, we are full of hatred, but he's not a Viking, so the grudge against him is not too high. But obviously, we have a huge grudge against him personally. They killed our son. But we are not full of revenge that we will kill it, especially as we grew up in our court, at a court in Bohemia, that murder isn't, or like, revenge isn't always the best solution, at least here. This guy wants a... He's not even good somewhere, but I mean we need to pick up our son. Yeah, unfortunately. That is unfortunate, but we have to do it. I'm sorry. But we have also, guys, so we can destroy the law. From the Russia, Khazar, hybrid culture from the Russian and Khazar culture, okay. Another faction has been destroyed. Why is that always happening? So random. Whatever. Okay, there's a marriage between our son and Forblife McMulbur, which we know personally because she's the daughter of Duke Melvur, which we have not a too bad relationship towards him. And faction to install Luitgard? What was that? That is so random. By the way, give me 1 second, guys. What is happening here? Yeah, obviously we're gonna destroy the law here in just a minute. 1 second, guys. Can we like do the thing here that we, I don't know, manage domain, so we can hold one more. I mean that's not much, but at least something, I guess. But this guy fucking it up everything, even though we are swaying him currently, and we have now a new Archbishop, Volkart. Currently are happy because we have good relationship towards him, right? He endorses us, he gives us taxes and levies. And interestingly, we're gaining a lot of more money now because obviously we also got rid of one holding, and for that reason we also got more troops now. As you guys can see, we increased from like 5.6k to 6.2k, which is not too bad. And there is another faction. Oh, this women, okay. I have arrived in St. John's to pay homage to you, glorious king, as a show of my loyalty. I hope my pledge for submission alone is evidence enough of my honor. Yeah, everyone, come in here. Wash. We're already swaying him, by the way. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Duke Trinate, who is soon announced and ushered before me. He kneels in deference, offering nothing but his oath to faithfully serve as a vassal of the kingdom. At last, I bid the Duke arise, confirmation my satisfaction, and Trinate's right to the lands he rules in my stead. Sure thing. Serve me well, Duke Trinate. And by the way, guys, I think now as we're still swaying him, we can drop that out, and obviously as he renewed his oath, we are fine with this opinions of him. Next goal would obviously try to sway this, which has still bad opinions towards us. And we also... How much do we actually need to pay for that? Like 800? Oh, we can already remove it. Yeah, let's remove it. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Now we have our son, which is the player heir, and we'll, get every title here, and we will have not this goddamn election anymore. Obviously, it would, in today's eyes, would make more sense, right? But in the Middle Ages, especially in Central Europe, that was never the case. Or at least not a lot of time. My aunt. What? Oh, she was killed during a siege. Oh. Yeah, we are still full in grief, guys. And I think... we're cynical, so it doesn't really make sense if we would go on a pilgrimage. We could attempt suicide. Why should we do that? Doesn't make any sense. The feast, we are still in full grief, especially as our own died as well. We cannot throw a feast, right? But what we can do, we give our son now... what kind of... We give him Pulsen? What kind of... Give me 1 second, guys. What is the succession? Who will get which title? Will he get Pulsen anyways? Or who will get Pulsen? He will get Pulsen. But he has, in my eyes, already too much power. But on the same side, this guy will get 4 titles. And if you get this title... Okay, interesting. He'll get the Bohemian title, I guess. So then it only makes sense that we're gonna give him the title, of King, the title of Pulsen, actually. Yeah, he'll get both of these, so I think, we need to give it anyways to him, right? We're gonna give him Pulsen. And he will get it later on anyways, so... My daughter-in-law of Pope Life has given birth to a daughter. So this is our granddaughter. Since the little one is part of the Begalpin dynasty, should be blessed with a good name. Can we? Yeah, the problem is currently, we cannot. Carmen, should we name it after? And she's a, you could name it after her. Yeah, that makes sense. Why not? She's a dwarf. That's unfortunate. Okay, whatever. Alright, so we got this. This is good. Titles can be created. Does she have Lothian? Where's that? Over here. Who is inheriting the most here? It's we. That's us, right? Yeah, as we are still in the task of, like... As you guys know, we are still, we still have to set ourselves to Consolidation, and this also means that we're creating titles to kind of... How do I say this? I don't even need the word in English. I don't even know the word in English. But when you do, consolidate the power into one thing, or adding all of the different... I'm gonna explain it at this example here. Adding all of the small counties to one title, so we have like a central power of all of these counties, right? For example, if you compare it to a tree, we have the branches and the log itself, or like the, how do I say it, like the log itself, yeah, adds all together this and holds the whole power. And this is like the goal we are trying to fulfill for the whole empire, obviously. An all-worthy challenge. At first I thought the simple footmen a fool for stepping onto the training field. Although Berard seemed no threat at first, it quickly became clear that he would be unable to stop his wild and vicious strikes from hurting me. Disarming him suddenly became a matter of life and death. I tried not to show my relief when his sword finally hit the ground. I could use more people like you. I mean, that costs money, right? I mean, this peasant and must over get election on honor. Should we do that? Strike him down where he stands. We're impatient, but we're also a good military. You know, we're like at least a good fighter. And yeah, we know that we also need to reform the military, right? I mean, last time we also had not a lot of warriors. I mean, we now have enough, but you can never, you know, have not enough warriors, right? So we'll take that. Currently wondering, by the way, I was just thinking, what are we currently focusing in the innovation tab? Oh, we are on household soldiers. What would give that to us? We cannot address this because we are not the culture head, right? Now I'm wondering, guys, could we is not present. You know, I'm thinking about creating like a culture which is mixed with Frankish and Gallic. But maybe this might be another goal for his son, but we'll see how it goes. At least we cannot do it now, and I don't think it makes sense if we would do it anyway. So we'll just leave it like that. Alright. So, by the way, guys, what are the current building projects, right? We also started to build buildings after we got the feudal order, and this is, you know, where we will continue on doing that, right? If you guys can check here, we could see if we could build something. Where was it? Am I dumb? Like, seriously? Oh. Our main city, St. Johnston, or capital, what could we build? Westland, hill forts. Probably building up military, but I don't know, guys. What would you do? Hunting grounds, I mean. But I mean, it would make sense, right? Because we are a hunter, we are a novice hunter, and this might be the first thing. And as it obviously is our capital, and we want to get better at hunting and also our vessels, so we will build this first. Blair War. Okay. I will tent an encampment bordering the kingdom of Bavaria. Okay, are we? Now tasked with scorching the tensions between our realms. Suddenly, a man enters the tent, demanding to see the new commander. Neighboring ruler. Wait a second, guys. Why are we? Oh, that's us! I have not even recognized us. Guess how many titles we could get? That's crazy. We could even declare war on this guy to get the title. That's messed up. Actually messed up. So you're the new commander. Very well. Picks a challenge. Pick a challenge. The loser pays for other camp's drinks tonight, says Meneses, commander of the foreign encampment, oblivious to the fact that I'm regal and not a mere military leader. Oh, he doesn't know. You fool! I am King Virgil of Alba. I probably say we're gonna go with the first one, right? Sure thing. And we have another one which control got done. Then we have also the Annandale. Let's start here. Greetings, my perceptive liege. I have arrived in St. Johnson to pay homage to you, glorious king, as a show of my loyalty. I hope my pledge to vision always ends of my honor. Sure thing. Yeah, so he also seems to bring back the oath towards us, which is pretty nice. Even though he has not a good opinion. Oh, because we threw him out of the court, right? Yeah. We picked, now we have the son currently, which is there, Prince Konstantin. It seems. And he will get the title of Bohemia. Yeah, okay, that's okay. So that's pretty good. We're getting so much money, it's crazy, holy shit. Vessel taxes are pretty good. But the factions going on so far, yeah, this guy wants the Kingdom of Elba. How can he? Oh, because I'm a cousin, alright. And then we have Lawful Crown Authority. Yeah, nothing too dangerous. Count Bruno's friendship. Bruno of Dresden. While his numerous attempts to curry my favor have not gone unnoticed, I cannot feel but irritated by Count Bruno's sudden interest in me, and I cannot shake the feeling that the man's intentions are not pure. What? Just leave me in peace. What the fuck? You can negotiate an alliance. Huh. Yes, sure thing. Obviously we'll do that. And he has even... I'm honored by your request and would be glad to call you an ally. Okay, he has issues. Should we help him out? It's a question. We might do that. My daughter Benedicta has given birth to a son. Since the late one is part of the MacAlpine dynasty, he should be blessed with a good name. Prince Conrad is our daughter Benedicta. What makes sense? Maybe after her brother? Let's get Carl the Third? Come on, the fourth. Yeah. And, okay. Yo's already got rid of it. Alright. So we can also start to build new buildings. I understand you are interested in deepening your grasp on warfare. Duke Melmur purses his lips as he approaches me. I might be able to help you see the battlefield in new ways. Melmur is well known for his mastery of all manner of varied tactics. If there was one who could help me understand, it would be him. I want to learn, obviously. And we also swaying him currently, so we're also eager to learn, and especially learn fast as we are impatient, right? And then we have also a record here. Let's address this. The pool of blood is congealing under the feet of Fenkulf. Fenkulf? A diplomat sent by my ally, King Conrad of Germany. By the immense quantity soaked up by my fine corpse, I can only assume he has been bleeding on this spot for hours, if not longer. My apologies for this mess. I was defenestrated by a dwarf trying to rob me in an inn on my journey to St. Johnson. However, as the rapscallion cushioned my fall, the diplomatic visit can continue. It will still be days until my blood loss is fatal. You can talk, but you're at least just paying for my carpet. Yeah, definitely. Why is this guy even coming? I don't even know. It's strange. By the way, guys, we can keep on building more buildings, and obviously we will build out more buildings in St. Johnston itself, and you guys could guess, our son is a very good, a very good steward, and this will probably accompany us in the next when we play him. Where we want to build up our empire, after we now consolidated our power. Obviously, we will still continue doing that, but our main goal will be with him to construct more buildings in the cities, where we already will start now. Ortwig, seems fair. Doesn't really matter. St. Johnston, we're gonna build barracks. We also always need barracks, and then we're also gonna build barracks in Dundee. Yep, that sounds perfect. It is with a glint as my knight Esbjorn approaches me. Is this guy? Yeah, he's Catholic. Like I was just saying, he sounds Viking. How huge? What the fuck? My lord, I couldn't help but notice the fine craftsmanship of your Benild's battle axe. However, only a true expert of the battlefield like myself could identify the tiny adjustments that could make it an even more effective tool of war. Tune him out. When he starts slamming about symmetry, balance, and energy consumption, but I get the general gist that Asbjorn could improve my artifact in exchange for a symbolic token of my gratitude. Fine, yeah, sure thing. Well, happy about that he's doing that. When will we? And this will be upgraded. Heresy. Lollardy. To a covenant of Ace Ignite announced to the world that he and his vessels are converted to Lollard. The Lollardy. Having become disillusioned with the teaching of the Catholic priests, the nobles of East Anglia no longer considered clergy to be righteous and true. As lords, they believe their new faith probably aligns with the will of God, and they are distancing themselves from their former religious institutions. I don't, that doesn't really matter for us. We do not. I mean, we're not really religious anyway. Also not, gonna change the religion or convert. As we know, we already get a lot of profit or like a lot of privileges by being Catholic. What is he doing? This guy is also something else. Why do we always have? I mean, okay, he's average, but like, one of our orc wizards are pretty bad. Oh, Leviathan. It behooves a king to spend time at sea, with the salty air in his face and a fine vessel beneath his feet. So we are maybe somewhere over here, right? Our capital is here. And, so we are on sea. The short voyage has been an exhilarating change of pace from life at court when we spotted a distant plump plume of water followed by a small island of ice-dark flesh rolling out of the waves. The greatest beast of all of the deeps, a whale. Get the harpoons. We could gain something. We could gain money. You gain. But again, quarry. Should we risk it? Come on, we risk it. Whatever. We're gonna risk it. We are a novice hunter and we are impatient as well, so it actually makes sense. Yeah, we actually did it. Hold up. Okay, guys. And this also, this increased our mood a bit. As you guys know, we lost our aunt right here. No, where is our aunt? I think. Yeah, this we lost. No, we didn't lost her. We lost someone else. Give me 1 second, guys. I want to actually know. Was it? I think we lost her, right? Yeah, we lost her, our aunt on life. We earlier lost our father and our friend. Father and another friend. And for that reason, we chose to make a hunt. And as we now, our mood increases again, I think it should be time to host a feast. Isn't it? Yeah, let's do it. It costs 200. Spicy. You lost because you're eager reveler. Nice. Sure thing. And we have a new trait promising prospect magic for yourself. I mean, everything here is not really like too important, but we'll just take it. Or at least not that important for our character, isn't it? Get together in the great hall, lords and ladies from the near and far reaches of the realm. The mood is bright and spirits are high as the feast begins. Welcome, friends! Hello there, everyone! Oh, there's the feast. Can see who is on the feast. How cool. These peasants declined, how can they? Our sister is also here. Our wife, obviously. Our cousin, our son, another son. And also, yeah, our friend here. I could ensure that Mayor Giselbert and Morgan would be as far from each other as possible. It was not enough, and now they have to come to blows in the middle of my feast. One of my guards is close to the brawls and looks to me for the order to intervene. Yes, throw these guys off. We do not want this in our or while we're feasting, especially as we want to get rid of the grief. We learn about Green. Okay. Yeah, Eric was happy. We also are happy, as you guys can see. I cannot zoom in, unfortunately, but he looks happy, and yeah, so are we. So we take it, and we are gaining some fame. But we should see. We have currently. I'm wondering what is that. She's a witch. Can we be a witch as well, for example? I'm just wondering here. Probably. Guys, we also need to watch out here, right? Alright. All is fair. Many treatises have been written on honorable conduct in war, but those offer lists weren't on the line when they put pen to paper. Should I want to maximize my chance of winning in battle, it may be worthwhile for me to consider employing some more unorthodox strategies. Trick my enemy. Let me shortly be right back, guys. I need to shortly address something. Be right back. Give me a second. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I was muted all the time, guys. Holy shit. How long was I muted here? That is my bad, man. That happened to me like twice now. Yesterday as well. Thanks, Archduke, for the reminder, man. Yeah, unfortunately, no one told me about it. But yeah, I didn't check OBS actually. I was muting myself earlier, but I hope it wasn't up for too long. But thanks for the reminder, man. That was super helpful. Holy shit. Thank you, man. Super nice. Thank you. Holy shit. Okay. I hope it should be alright now, I think, right? Let me know if it's still a bit problematic. When do we unite Britain? Actually, nice question, man. Give me, yeah, I'm gonna actually address this shortly. Yeah, so we're gonna move this down. We can check this later. And in the meantime, we go on a pilgrimage, right? Because we are in grief and we want to, yeah, distract ourselves from the losses we had. So we're gonna prepare, and we are gonna go to Vatican. Yeah, just good. Kind of months seem weak and conquerable. Yeah, it is actually true. Yeah. You know, while I'm trying to roleplay, I am not focusing on just conquering everyone. I mean, you know, Scotland, we have grudges against the Vikings. We already took a lot of their territory, actually. But yeah, it's definitely a goal we might do, actually, and address, you know, the goal to unite Britain. Especially as you know that England will try to intervene in our politics or in our whole empire as a whole, right? And we want to definitely make sure that will not happen. So it definitely could be a goal that we're uniting it. And I think we are. I mean, we are not even at a bad spot, right? We have a good amount of soldiers. I think we are even. Yeah, pretty even. But yeah, it could be definitely a good idea for a future king, actually. We are not going to do it under his reign because he's not dead. But he saw enough from life. He had sorrow, he had despair, or he is in despair. He saw a lot of dead people, and so he's only like dying slowly now from grief. And so we'll just need to keep him in this state. And but yeah, it's definitely gonna be a goal, maybe for the son. Not sure yet, because he's more of a trader, right? And he's focusing on martial education. So under his reign, it might be actually a very good idea. And he's even a rowdy currently, patient. Okay, that doesn't really, it's not really fitting, but we'll see what we can make out of it. But yeah, it will definitely be at some point a thing. I also don't conquer everything, just my de jure empire. Yeah, actually, I could have done this too. As you can see... Oh, wait a second. Forgot. I'm usually doing this all the time. Give me 1 second here. And I move the camera shortly over here. You can see I have claim on Bavaria. And we could actually declare war here, right? And take it over. I mean, you know, it's kinda even. But I'm not gonna do it because, right, like I said, he's full of grief, so it doesn't seem fitting anyway. But yeah, it's interesting what we could invade here. I don't know. I don't even know how I was able to get the claim on Bavaria, but I acknowledge it, right? So Ulster even weaker. Let me see. Yeah, these guys are shit. They were even shittier earlier. And they're even Vikings. So these will be conquered from us in the future. As well as every other Viking. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna attack those Vikings. It will just take some time. Obviously we will have a grudge, and we know that our dynasty, the MacAlpine dynasty, has, struggles against the Vikings for several centuries now. And we do not, we never forget. And we always come back to it. But, we're gonna get this when the time is right, I would say. But yeah, I mean, you guys also can see down here, we have these guys. Yeah, these guys are Vikings. These guys are Vikings. So if they are expanding and they're actually trying to get more land here in Ireland, this could be a threat towards us, or we could interpret it as a threat. But on the same side, we do not know what happens with England, right? I mean, they might also try to do the same by, uniting Britain. So this will be getting super interesting, right? Because I mean, if he wants to unite Britain and he will attack us, we then definitely not only have. Okay, he will not. He will not. When he wants to attack us, we will have. Or he will attack us. We will have not only a reason to attack him, but we also would have a historical. How do I say it? Like the first case, which will afterwards influence every other case which will follow, right? So that only makes sense. I think my vessel counts as an effort of love. Yeah, sure thing. It's time to depart. Yeah, we're gonna go on a pilgrimage. Sure thing. And yeah, this will be the last thing I'll do for today, guys. Okay, interesting. How long has it been since I last felt the warmth of another person? I'm saying this gonna just take before. Oh, we already had this happen on the first pilgrimage. Just one night of comfort. I mean, it would make sense, right? We are in grief, but we also are lost, and we lost some distractions. So I think we're gonna take this. What do we need to address here? Better in a cloak with dozen baubles and knickknacks even run it opposite to me. On the ramp, now you are addled with ravenous desires which bear the force of trebuchet launch cataphract. I have an artifact which shall lighten your burden. She wields a chastity belt not with rusty spikes. No, definitely not. Definitely not, my friend. We're gonna leave that. Pilgrimage, bandits! I make the noise of chaos in camp, but it only takes me a few moments to realize what is happening. We are under attack. Bandits are storming our tents and wagons, while our guards do what they can to resist. Yeah, we're gonna try to fight it. Fend it off, we did it! Oh no. Excuse me, a familiar looking peasant appears before me as I racked my brain for where I might have met you before. Cheers for reading, my man. You met at Brothel in Vaticano, you paid for my services. Shade of pink spreads across her cheeks. For us to be reunited, it has to be fate that I'm pregnant with your child. She must have not contained the proper herbs I want to raise the child on. I was traced off and she offers me a smile, shy smile, or perhaps it's a knowing smirk. We're getting adulterer. This is not an easy decision. I would say we need to do this because if we would take responsibility, it will, we would lose opinion with our vessels. So, and this was obviously a goal of our reign. So sorry, we need to do this. Wasn't he the murderer? Oh, wait a second, this guy's even better stats, so let me sign him to this guy, and there we're gonna give him the spy master. Pagans flock to Rome from all over the Christian world. Some follow the Via Francidense, others take less well-known paths. In the end, we all converge here at St. Peter's Basilica, where the great man himself put to rest. Standing here with the other pilgrims, I sense the feeling of solemn unity and fellowship shared amongst together, all having overcoming various trials and tribulations along their journey. What's important that I'm seen and heard here. We got a bone, poggers. Determined pilgrim, guys. Woo! That's good. So we happily take this. Okay. Yeah, this is also where I will end the stream here for today, guys. We are happy. We did. Yeah, I mean, we do not come happily back from the pilgrimage, but at least we got some distraction from the losses we had. And I'm curious to know what we will, learn to know about him in the next stream. And probably the question will be next stream, probably how long we will still live, right? And what will happen. So we'll find out this next time. I thanks everyone for watching, guys. I hope you guys have a good one. I hope you guys had fun. As always, you can rewatch the stream later on YouTube. And we'll see us tomorrow again with Mountain Blade Bannerlords. And on Thursday, we might play the new Wild West Dynasty game. So I hope you guys are up for that as well. Take care, everyone. Have a good one. And we'll see you. See you.